Argentina's economy has recently seen a significant turnaround, with its GDP growing by nearly 4% in the third quarter of 2024, effectively ending a long-standing recession. This development marks a pivotal moment for a country that has been grappling with inflation, debt, and economic instability for years. Let's take a closer look at what this means for Argentina and the broader economic landscape. For years, Argentina has been struggling under the weight of various economic challenges, including sky-high inflation, a weakening currency, and a rising debt burden. The country's GDP had been in contraction since 2018, but the third quarter growth comes as a welcome sign of recovery. This is not just a minor uptick, it's a clear signal that the economy is turning a corner. So what's behind this growth? Experts are pointing to a combination of factors, from favorable external conditions to domestic economic reforms. The global commodities boom has benefited Argentina, especially with its agriculture sector, which is one of the largest in the world. Higher demand for soybeans, wheat, and other agricultural exports has brought in foreign currency, boosting the country's overall economic output. Additionally, Argentina's government has implemented a series of measures aimed at stabilizing the economy. These include structural reforms to attract investment, tax adjustments, and efforts to reduce fiscal deficits. While the effects of these measures have been slow to materialize, the third quarter growth suggests that these strategies are starting to pay off. The new administration's focus on tightening fiscal policy and controlling inflation seems to be having a positive impact. Another important factor contributing to the rebound is the increased confidence of international investors. With Argentina's economy stabilizing, there's renewed interest in the country's bonds and stocks, leading to increased capital inflows. For the first time in years, Argentina is seeing some signs of investor optimism, which could help further drive economic growth in the coming months. However, while this growth is encouraging, it's not all smooth sailing. Inflation remains one of Argentina's most significant challenges, with rates still hovering at over 100%. This continues to erode purchasing power and makes it harder for ordinary Argentinians to keep up with the cost of living. The government's efforts to reduce inflation and stabilize the currency will be crucial in maintaining the momentum from this growth. There's also the issue of debt. Argentina's debt load has been a persistent problem for years, and the country is still negotiating with creditors to restructure its obligations. While the recent growth is promising, Argentina's fiscal health remains fragile, and the government will need to continue its work on balancing the books and securing financing. Looking ahead, there's cautious optimism about Argentina's economic future. If the country can keep inflation under control, maintain investor confidence, and continue its push for structural reforms, the economy could see more sustainable growth in the years ahead. But as with any recovery, the road ahead is far from guaranteed. Argentina will need to navigate global economic shifts, commodity price fluctuations, and internal political dynamics to keep the positive momentum going. So what does this mean for the average Argentinian? While this growth is a hopeful sign, the impact on daily life may not be immediately felt. The challenge will be ensuring that the benefits of this recovery are broadly distributed across the population, particularly in terms of improved wages, lower inflation, and better job opportunities. For the average citizen, it's a matter of whether this recovery translates into tangible improvements in their quality of life. In conclusion, Argentina's 4% GDP growth in Q3 is a significant step forward in the country's economic recovery.